What do we have? 20 points on the Nifty to begin with, 24,463. So it's a slower start. 3 days now we've had big starts. It's a slower start. And understandably so, markets moved up quite a bit, very short time span. We'll be seeing some of the indicators, etc., which have been moving up as well. Nifty Bank is starting slightly higher. The Sensex is actually just nothing on it. The mid-cap index is a little more pronounced, 1/3% gain on the mid-cap index. The heat map up on your screen, again, 2 up, 6 down, that kind of open is what you have. And even as far as stocks are concerned, it's mixed out there, 20-odd names lower and about 30-odd stocks which are starting in the red at this point. So let's get down to stocks. Surabhi.
Yeah, people are swinging it this morning, 4.5% up on that stock. That's a big newsmaker. And the other one is Honasa, new age companies, and both of them on the upside today.
Surabhi, NTPC green.
Yeah, exactly. It was up 6% in pre-open, and it's continuing its
8%.
massive move. And this is after a 10% move yesterday. So some of these recent listings, particularly this one, is up and about. Also, of course, it's a good morning in general for some of the PSU defense names because of the Defense Acquisition Council proposals. Anyway, that's also powering the big PSU defense name on the Nifty, which is BEL. So BEL is the Nifty winner, 2.5% up. Let's look at what else is moving. NTPC, the parent company of NTPC Green, is also positive, about 1% higher. Apollo Hospitals, ITC, HDFC Bank, Axis Bank, these are some of the stocks that are seeing early gains. Even L&T, remember, the brokerage notes told us that L&T could be a key beneficiary in one of those 5 major things that will be procured by the Defense Ministry. There's IndusInd Bank, HDFC Bank, Adani Ports, and then the list starts thinning out. On the downside, you've got Power Grid, Cipla, some of the tech names like Infosys, HCL Tech, not a very positive start. HUL is slightly lower, and Mahindra & Mahindra, not that it impacts the stocks, but the headlines between Interglobe and Indigo and M&M, 6E is the contentious issue. But very quiet on the Nifty. I think it's all about individual stocks, right?
Well, that's right. NTPC Green now more than 1 lakh crore in terms of market capitalization. Remember, last year they did a bit of around 2,000 crores. They're saying in the next few years it's going to go to around 11,000 crores. And by 2032, they're promising a number of more than 35,000 crores of EBITDA. So that's a massive jump that they're factoring in. Explains why this stock, it's up more than 40% from the IPO price itself. So big one is what we're seeing out there. A few more notable movers, in early trade. You have Enviro Infra, that's a newly listed company as well. Another one that's up close to around 4.5%. The stock, I think, is up 100 rupees from its IPO price. So big move is what we're seeing over there. Niva Bupa, that's another stock that was higher yesterday. It's building onto those gains. And Ola Electric, now it's back at 100 rupees stock. Today, in fact, it's moving higher on decent volume. So a good start is what you'll have to say. 20 points higher, holding closer to around 24,500. Nifty Bank is well holding at around 52,800. The number of stocks advancing in comparison to the number of stocks declining. That's what's going to make you feel good. 3:1.
Okay, well, 20 points, 24,480 is where we now stand at. The shipbuilders are the other pack, right? So Mazgaon and Garden Reach are both up 4% and 5% respectively. BDL, that is Bharat Defense Limited, is up about 2%. And so on and so forth. I think we've kind of addressed bulk of what's coming up with decent-sized gains. Some 3:1 in favor of advances is the advances to decline ratio. I'm looking at stuff which is down, but nothing really meaningful with volumes. Castrol is down 1.5. Balrampur is down about 3. EPAC Durables went one way up. That's seeing some 2% cut. But again, as I said, nothing really meaningful. And it's a slower start on the indices as well.